Good evening, happy Saturday, welcome to camp. We are here with a link to the past randomizer tonight. Was a genius and broke my left pinky toe walking into a wall because I was not paying attention while I was talking to my oldest daughter this morning. So that's fun. We got Zelda sitting right here off to the side, not sure if she's gonna come up and say hi. But because my oldest daughter is at a sleepover and she could, in theory, call at any second asking us to come pick her up, this is her first sleepover in over 2 years, because the last time she did one she was so terrified she kept her friend's mom up until 2:30 that morning. So in case she needs me to come and go get her because she's not comfortable sleeping somewhere else, we're gonna get started and hope that this seat is nice. Hey, Turbulent, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Saturday. Alright, Sanctuary and go. I should probably put up my tracker, shouldn't I? Having a tracker up and available for me to look at would be very useful here, so I know where I'm going. You coming up, Zelda? We're playing your game, sweetie. It will be Zelda's 20th birthday on Tuesday. Normally I'd be doing Friday the 13th on Tuesday nights, but the girls don't have, like, cheer, dance, gymnastics. It's all canceled next week for the holiday. So I might be able to do Friday the 13th on Wednesday like I normally used to. Assuming the kids cooperate and everything. It's been an incredibly busy weekend. We've been swimming a bunch of times at the pool in town. Yeah, that was a art piece. We're good. So everyone's very tired. Right, go. Oh geez, I forgot to check the bonk rock. We'll hit that when we go back through. Don't want to miss the bonk rock. 50 bucks, take that. It's been so long since I've done one of these that I completely forgot about bonk rock. Oh, flute, that's a good place to find that flute. And that actually gets us up the mountain to Spectacle Rock Cave. Finding the flute before you go to CAC for the first time is awesome. Hey Dimension X, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Saturday. Alright, let's go back and get Bonk Rock quick. It's not too far out of the way. Really did not need to do that. Did not need to go get Bonk Rock Cave. That was absolutely pointless. That's good to hear. Oh, I forgot about bombs. No, wait, no, I didn't. Got 10 of them. We're fine. That tree pull gave 32. Alright, what do we got down here? Hopefully Blind has something useful stashed away. Oh, that's not terrible in the early game. Got some replacement bombs, 20 bucks. Okay, Blind, I am really not impressed right now. And this will at least give enough. With this, that'll be enough. Oh, there we go. Now I'm impressed. You get the mitts from Thieves Town, so Blind had them hidden away. So we've got enough to pay off the bottle vendor. $5, not worth anything. Well, I mean, it's worth $5, but nothing of value. Another container heart. Nothing wrong with that. There we go, a sword. Another sword. 2 swords in the well. Okay, now that was really nice. Third sword here. Rats. Alright, here we go. Hurry up, play the song. Play it faster, please. You can do it. There we go. I gotta be careful about that. I soft-locked myself once because I did something terribly wrong with the black hole chicken. So I should be very careful about doing that, but I still try it every single time.
Welcome to God's country.
Well, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good Saturday. All right, blue mail. So CAC has so much combat right now. Yeah, I was a complete idiot talking to my daughter while I was in the kitchen, walking through the kitchen, and I walked right into the wall. Oh yeah, I'm fine. It was just my left pinky toe. And it was 100% my fault. I was just dumb and not paying attention. But yeah, I did manage to break my own toe walking into a wall. She thought it was pretty funny after the fact. I asked her, like, so how do you feel about your dad being so dumb that he broke his own toe walking into a wall? And she thought that was one of the funniest things she's ever heard, which, coming from an 11-year-old that's going on 16, that's high praise if she laughs at something I say. So I really can't be, I mean, yeah, it sucks, but I brought it on myself and she thought it was funny, so that makes it hurt a little less. Wait, why wasn't I using the flute? I have an activated flute. I could have just fluted to 2 or 4. Go. See, castle. Ooh, I don't like that. The Master Sword and the gloves right now are really starting to point towards Aga. So I need like another glove or a hammer, and ideally a moon pearl to push us away from having to do Aga. At this point, do I wanna? No, I really should go and do Ice Rod Cave. Ooh. Still not close enough to... Still not enough hearts to use beams to kill these things. No, I don't need that. We're fine. Don't need the fairy. 20 bucks. Bombs. Mitts. Okay, mitts will do it. And the best item in the game, the Cane of Samaria. So mitts, if we find the Moon Pearl, mitts do get us into the Dark World. Over by CAC. That's the only place we can get into the Dark World. So it's a little inconvenient, but still better than doing Aga. So now we just gotta find that Moon Pearl. Oh, the flippers, okay. Well, that completely changes everything here. I was just gonna fake flipper. But I guess if we found the, whoops. If we found the flippers now, I can just do this, go to 8. Take a little bit of a shortcut. Having the flute is going to be so nice. That's 10 arrows. We don't need that at all. Also, do not have the money for Zora. Get in there. Oh, almost got shot from the top of the bridge. Not great. Hurry up. Go, go, go. It's almost 10 minutes in. I have no idea where to go next for progression. I mean, the mountain, the flute does go up the mountain, but there's really only one check there. And the flippers open up this and, oh, the Zora ledge, but there's not anywhere near enough money. Shield. Okay. So we can't actually do Zora yet. That would be, having the game break my toe would be a lot less stupid than walking into a wall while having a conversation with your daughter. Because you weren't paying attention and then you walked into the wall. I even heard the crack and everything. And then, to make things extra stupid, about a half hour after, I'm like, oh, this isn't too bad. I'm just gonna go, I'll go and take care of the lawn. I'll mow the lawn right away. And then when I was done mowing the lawn, I took off my sock and I was like, okay, this thing is very angry. It looked terrible, and I told him, like, I gotta go to urgent care and get this checked out. It was, it looks bad. And then she looked at it and she's like, okay, yeah, that's disgusting. And yep, broken toe. But I've never really broken a bone before, and I'm 42, so I had a good run, and it ended because I'm stupid. Oh boy, where do we go here? Oh, the sewer room, okay. Actually, let's do the sewer room first. We got 4 items with King's Tomb in the sewer room. Maybe we get lucky and, like, pull out a lamp or something. And then after that, it can be escape and then up to the mountain. I mean, these early mitts definitely make me think that this could be something. It was not. Still got back of escape, though. And after this, there's really not a whole lot left. We've got the escape checks, we've got Uncle, there's a Gina. That's just awful. I mean, Dark Cross isn't even in logic, but I think you gotta check Dark Cross. Then it's the Mountain, Zora, or Agina. That's all we have left. Now, I'd love to see the lamp, but the thing that concerns me about seeing the lamp is that puts Aga fully in logic. And the Moon Pearl could be sitting in the Dark World somewhere. And we don't want that. We want the Moon Pearl somewhere that I've got in these remaining checks. Okay, Hookshot gets us a lot more. Hookshot gets us to Paradox and Spiral Cave. And that actually lets us sequence break the Tower of Hera. That would be an. I'd love seeing Jason in more ROM hacks. That would be a lot of fun, especially from someone that's as big of a Friday the 13th fan as I am. That's right, got some Aria here. Alright, 3 items here. We got both the other dungeon items. Well, and the key is down there, but... Alright, heart container. Unless the mirror shows up in one of these next 2 checks, we're going to be taking a death warp out of the basement. So we're not going to grab that heart. Oh wait, what's the stun prize? Okay, $5. I mean, that's slow, but this hasn't been a very money-friendly seed right now. So if I want to try to start farming Zora money, I guess I could do it $5 at a time. It would be really fun to just see Jason playing, like, poker, sheep's head, euchre. Not sure how many people outside of, like, Wisconsin and Michigan are familiar with the likes of euchre and sheep's head, but... Hey. Got him. Mirror? It's a little bit of money, but... Alright, so now we death warp. I am going to sequence break Dark Cross here. Yeah, Alucard, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Saturday. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Friday the 13th is kind of like my bread and butter. That I've spent thousands of hours digging and practicing that game. Usually that's during the week. This week it'll probably end up being Wednesday, because normally it's Tuesday nights at this point with the kids schedule. But we don't have anything going on because of the holiday, so no cheer, no gymnastics, no dance. And since my cat's 20th birthday, whose name is Zelda, is on July 1st, I figure it might make more sense to do this game rather than Friday the 13th. Ooh, a bottle. Wait, no. Give me that bomb. So that bottle is interesting. Actually, yeah, that's fine. I don't even have... I have the flute. Running to check sick kid here out of logic is only going to add, like, 30 seconds. Then we can just flute up to the mountain. What do you got? Powder. Okay, that is really nice to have, but it doesn't actually open anything for us right now. So let's go sequence break Gary here. Oh yeah, I love, well, Super Metroid and A Link to the Past. These are both 2 of my top 10 games ever made. And the fact that you can combine the 2 of them into one giant game, it's the whole reason I started playing randomizers in the first place, was because I wanted to play SMZ3. But now I end up doing A Link to the Past a lot more. But Super Metroid's map rando is a lot of fun. What was that? Oh, that must have been someone walking above me. It sounded like it was coming from behind the bookshelf, and I was like, okay, there better not be a mouse down here. And I've got a couple live traps in here that are like those traps you use for rabbits, only they're smaller and for mice. But I still don't want to have to run one to the park on the other, like 10 minutes away. Usually I'll try to do an SMZ3 seed on days where I have off of work, just because well, my last one was like a little over 4 hours, which was really nice for me, but normally they take like 5.5. So it's nothing I have time to do for on a night like this, I'm guessing the Master Sword would do more just because the machete seems like a normal machete. But I'd like to think the Jason's machete is kind of like a mythical object. You should. The only thing you have to look out for if you're doing randomizers is they can be very addictive. Like I don't even really play the vanilla games anymore because if I want to play one of these, I just do a randomizer. Hammer, there we go. Oh, that's still. Oh, that doesn't do it yet though. Still need the moon pearl. Okay, that is Zora money though. Whoops. Oh, that hammer opened. Oh, that puts Magic Bat into play. Gotta remember that. So we're gonna go up here. We will. Oh, that's right. I couldn't get to Hera without that hammer. So we're gonna go up. We'll do Hera, come back out, do Spiral Cave on the way back. That's nothing. Then after Spiral Cave, we will go ahead and head back to Magic Bat and Nagina. And though I guess there is still Eastern too. Hey Kyoto, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Saturday. Hey Kins, welcome in. Hope your Saturday's going well. We don't want that. Alright, there's actually only one item in here, because there's an item on the boss, a boomerang, and a chest requiring a specialist to unlock. So that tells us that Gary's chest is just the boomerang. Oh, the big key, okay. So the only way we're gonna miss anything here is if the item is in the basement. What? How'd I set that up wrong? Okay, it must have been the fairy. I know there's some items you can get that cause that make it so you can't set that up. Oh, that's one of the options for the randomizer. You can pick your sprite. They have probably over 100 different sprites you can play as. And I pick, they have a Mega Man X and a Mega Man X2. And I like to pick the X2 one just because I like the colors a little better. There we go. Yeah, it was picking up that fairy that threw everything off. Alright, now we just need the item to be over here. Oh wait, that's right! I completely forgot, big keys aren't shuffled. So big keys are always going to be in their own dungeon. I'm so used to doing big key shuffles that I completely forgot about that. So that ice rod is nice. Maybe we'll finally get to listen to Over Horizon in Turtle Rock. Well, I didn't even know Neo Conquer was a sprite. I just look for Zero, Maya Fey, and then since they don't have those yet, I always just end up going back to X2. That was close. Got him. One boss down. That is our first Triforce piece. Yeah, you can also do, like, I'm using a custom MSU pack for this where it changes the game music to whatever I feel like putting in. The bass, like most of this MSU is the Ace Attorney soundtrack. But then I changed a couple, like, well, not a couple. Probably a little over half of it is stuff I put in, mainly from other MSUs that other people made. Like I only made like 5 tracks on my own. All right, Spiral Cave. So we're done with Hera. There's the Moon Pearl. All right. Stupid bugs. Actually, let's just save and quit now. I was gonna say, do I want to go and get like Magic Bat and stuff right away? But at this point, Magic Bat will still be there. This is probably going to come back and bite me like it did last time I did this, but I'm going to wait to do Skull Woods. Last time I decided to skip Skull Woods because there's only one item outside of the Triforce piece. My progression ended up being there. The original Zelda, I have not beat the original Zelda. I've only seen Pronzo do that. Beat Z1 with no sword, and that was really cool to watch, but that's way beyond my Z1 skill level. I'd say my Zelda 1 skill level would probably be average at best. I want to go do Thieves Town right away, but I'm not very... Oh, wait. No, I don't have a bug net. I'll say I'm not very happy with the amount of health I have right now. Oh, wait, I've got the hammer. I could have easily got... Oh, well, that's better. I could have very easily have just went to Hype Cave right away. And picked up all those items along the way. But I mean, a full row of health, it's not Burna or... Oh, there we go. Burna or the cape, but we got Burna and a bottle of green. We're fine now. Blind isn't free, but blind is going to be much easier to deal with now. So let's go take down Thieves Town right away. Get our second Triforce piece. We need 10 to go fight Ganon. And can I get into... The one thing about boss hunts is Ganon's tower is open right away. Like, immediately. So if I can get up to Ganon's tower, there are items all over the place. Well, you do need the bow to get upstairs, but I think I've got everything else that I need to get everything in the basement, which is where most of it is. I definitely do want to get to, like, go through the original Zelda. That was one of the games I was actually looking at learning to speedrun, but then at that point I didn't have enough of an understanding about like the various pixel things you have to do. So I had a difficult time trying to do the screen scrolls, and I didn't want to try to learn it without screen scrolls, which I really should have just done it without screen scrolls. But after learning the Jaws death route, I feel like I can probably do the screen scrolls without that big of an issue now. Yeah, Zelda 1 is actually definitely my top 5 in the franchise, probably top 3, maybe even number 2 after this. It's probably either this or A Link Between Worlds in the well, it's probably either that or A Link Between Worlds in the second spot. this is definitely far and away number one. This is actually the game that came with my Super Nintendo when I got it. Stupid bugs. Got him. Oh, a whole $1. Thanks, game. That $1 was so helpful. Go. Don't touch. I'm trying to keep my health up. Well, actually, no, I don't really even need to worry about that. I got Burna. Burna's gonna make blind a lot easier. That's true. You never know when, like right now, I still don't have enough to do Zora and pay off the monkey, so I still, well, actually, no, I do. But I like to have extra to be able to buy bottles of blue. Okay, that's not bad. Oh, I don't have the key. So the key must be, the small key must be locked in the big chest. So we're fine. We don't have to worry about that. So let's get Burna ready. Unfortunately, no beams, so I can't just sit on the other side of the screen. I should learn the script for this one of these days. Listen to that tank, the fire shield, putting in work. Who needs Burna? Easy. That is Triforce piece number 2 at 31 minutes. Wow, 2 pendants. Yeah, I was really... Usually blind, I'm not that good at blind. Usually blind goes very poorly. Which is why I actually do a big key shuffle when I'm doing inverted. It's just so I don't get stuck with an early game blind. Well, I know there's a boomerang in purple chest. I will take 300. So the only thing we really have to do for Smith Chain is just take the frog home. But I don't have the mirror, so I'm not going to worry about that at this point. Still got a lot that can be done on Dark Death Mountain. Yeah, now we're all set for money. I mean, I'd still like to have a... Well, I only have 1 bottle, so it's not like I can buy a bunch of blues. Awesome. That was so useful. Oh, that's right. We can go check the Meyer area. Wait, no, mirror, can't do that yet. There's still a lot that can be done. But I'm hoping to find something that pushes me into another dungeon. And I guess after this, we'll be in that general area. I can do Pyramid Ledge. And take that into Catfish. It would be nice to work Catfish in with Zora. Alright, Johnny. What do you got for us? Okay, more money. A B. A tempered sword. There we go. And a lamp. All right, now we're cooking. And I think that puts Ganon's tower. Yes, we can get to... Okay, so that's where I gotta go. So we're actually going to let the bee go. Doesn't make sense to goof around here anymore. Just go to the Dark World. Well, get 2 bottles of blue. Ganon's tower has so many items. I can't do the climb yet because of a lack of bow. But I believe with this loadout, I can get every single thing out of the basement. Yeah, I love the lamp. Almost as good as Samaria. Actually, before we go in, we're gonna be fluting anyway. Let's go to 6 and check out Meyer Shed quick. Like, if I can get a bow in here, that's gonna get us 2 Triforce pieces out of Ganon's tower. And we need ether to get in. Oh, I'm perfectly happy with the real story of how I broke my toe. It's just, I was dumb, and I'm perfectly okay with that. I enjoy that. Oh, I should have checked Agina while I was over here. Actually, maybe I do that now. Maybe we go check the biggest jerk in Hyrule here. Right, 20 bucks. We do not need that. Ow. Get out of there, weird looking sandworm things. Now remember, there's one very important thing with this game. It's ABA, always bomb Agina. 1 bomb for the wall, 1 for Agina. Well, it's like he wants me to. You've given me 10 bombs. There. We're gonna put 2 on there. You got 3 total. Well, with Eastern, I don't even need, I can do Eastern without the lamp, without much of an issue. Logically, you technically need it. Oh yeah, that's right, there's still items in Eastern, but I need the bow for that. There's my hook shot. We're gonna disregard Spike Cave for now. Spike Cave never has anything useful. Get out of my way, Dead Rocks. Oh, a Kung Fu Master would, destroy me. Alright, Super Bunny. Can I do this fancy clip? And that didn't really work the way I mean, it sort of worked, but I still have to do all these extra laps. Super Bunny. Then we've got Hookshot Cave, and then we'll go to Ganon's Tower. And then I guess after Ganon's Tower, I can check Spike Cave. And if I find the bow there, I'm gonna be very annoyed. Butter Sword? Okay. I mean, Blue Mail Butter Sword. That is a really good loadout considering it's not even 40 minutes in. That's something. Yeah, early presents indeed. I don't want that shovel. I don't want it. No fetch quests. Wow, that was a pretty bad hookshot cave. It's okay, Ganon's Tower is gonna... There's always something in Ganon's Tower in this mode. A lot of times there's multiple somethings. Because other than that, we've got the shovel now, we've got Magic Bat, we have the Stardust Smith Chain, there's Zora, we've got Eastern, but there's no bow, so I don't want to go into... I'm trying to avoid Eastern without the bow, which means progression could be there. We've got Pyramid Ledge, we've got Catfish, and now we get to rock out to Blight of Mankind. From Astalon, Tears of the Earth, great Metroidvania if you like that kind of game. One I will be playing on stream eventually. That's actually what my overworld theme is from the Light World too, is from Astalon. I'm over here, we're just gonna do this. Oh wait, no, I can't even do this the rest of this. Wait, do I need the fire rod? Yes, well technically you can bonk, I think, but I can't do this. I can't get the right Dark Magician checks without the fire rod. Since I've already started this, we're just gonna finish this up in here. I didn't want to use that key. Oh well, we'll find a lot more. This is going to be absolutely nothing, and if I would have remembered that I needed the fire rod earlier... Oh, I got my key back. I wouldn't have even bothered with this. So that was just a giant waste. Yeah, this is such a good... I was originally going to have this as the overworld track, but I thought this was a little too intense for the overworld. The book! That gives us desert. So I put that in this track in here. Wait a minute. Get it. I'm hoping that, well, I shouldn't say I'm hoping to do Turtle Rock because I hate Turtle Rock, but I love Over Horizon Stage 2. That's probably my favorite retro game track ever. But with this mode, I think I've, out of like the 30 boss hunt seeds I've done, I think I've done Turtle Rock once or twice. Just because you have so many items you need to get through it, where a lot of times, since you only need to do 10 of the 12 dungeons, and you need so many things to get through, usually you've got other stuff or you've got other ways to complete the game, so it doesn't make a lot of sense to go through Turtle Rock then. Yeah, I'm not until I get a fire rod, Turtle Rock isn't even on my radar. Now if I get Bombos, then we could do Ice Palace because I have Samaria. I know the game doesn't the game will consider Ice Palace in logic long before that, but I don't like to do ice without Samaria. You have to be able to do Icebreaker. And we've got the butter sword. Peanut butter and jelly would work. Also a good sandwich. I almost went right through there. So we'll have our third Triforce piece when this is all done. So that's the big key here, but we can only open the big chest. It doesn't make sense to even try going upstairs because you'll just get bow locked, and I don't know how to do the mimic clips. Yeah, Icebreaker, to me at least, will probably always be the best piece of tech in any game ever made. Because I hate Ice Palace I hate Ice Palace that much. And the bomb jump, yeah, it's still better, but unless you get that early key, it's not as nice. So far the only... What? How did that happen? Oh, I must have hit the mask for the mini Helmasaur. I see. The mirror shield, alright. And it's probably smarter to use Burna here. Yes, keep jumping on my sword. Got him. We know we're getting one item out of here at least, and that's the Triforce piece. Bombs and arrows. So you got 8 items left in here. I don't have a mirror, so we have to walk back up. And then I might as well get Spike Cave. Wait, I have no magic. Is this enough health to make it through Spike Cave? We're gonna test this with science. Nope, the Armos Knights do not take much damage from swords. In the vanilla game, you're expected to have the bow, and the bow just shreds them. But since with the randomizer, you don't have that, so... And swords do not do a lot of damage. See if I can get through this without using a potion. Nope. What a waste. This is why we don't like you, Spike Cave. Okay, well, let's go back and refill... Well, actually, we've got the mushroom. Do I go and run to Zora right away here too? Nah, it doesn't seem to make a lot of sense to go. I mean, well, I could. No, I'd rather hit Zora by using the whirlpool. I am gonna check out the dig spot though. Then after this, we're gonna go do desert. Only one item in desert, though. I guess there is Ether Tablet. The book also opened up Ether Tablet. So let's see, we only have one item we can find in here. So if I find an item in the big key, we can just go. So item here, big key on the torch, or reverse. Big key here, item on the torch. Beans. I'm just gonna go back this way and assume that the item's on the right side. Or the big key. Something we need is going to be over here. Bombos, okay. So that's the item, and it's a big one. Yep, and the big key, alright. So that Bombos gets us into Ice Palace. Could this just be a very linear seed, just giving us the breadcrumbs? Get Triforce Piece 4 here, then we go to get Triforce Piece 5 and Ice. There's 2 items in there. And we'll see if what's left after Ice, after we get Ice. And if there's nothing in Ice, then there's some decisions to be made. Right now, 50 minutes in, working on Triforce Piece 4. For me, that's really good. For someone that actually plays in tournaments and has real skill at this game, they'd probably be like 7 pieces in right now. Jerk. See, no fire rod, but that's okay. Butter sword will do all we need against this thing. The mirror would open up so much. Oh, that's right. I still got... Oh, I can... Can I get into Turtle Rock? I have no idea. I don't know what the pendant for that is. Another strong showing against Lanmo. I was gonna say, if that's the green pendant and Pet is available, I mean, having to get Pet is not that big of a deal in Bosshunt. You're just... Basically, the pendants and the red crystals are actually the dungeons you want to prioritize because they open up additional checks. And that was a red crystal. I've got the flute. Oh. And Benny Hill. Red crystal makes it not as bad to go through there. And the flute makes getting around so much easier. Like, normally I wouldn't bother doing this, but I've got the flute. Now, there's 2 red crystals for in the vanilla game. It was... Oh, wow. That was a good item right there. A really good item. They're for Ice Palace and Mire in the vanilla game, and when you get those, that unlocks the big bomb to let you get into Pyramid Fairy. And that's how you get the silver arrows in vanilla. Yeah, that mirror is that's a very big find. So in addition to Ice Palace, that just opened up Swamp. And Swamp is very nice, a very dense 6 items. Actually, let's... Wait, why am I... Oh, I'm already here. Let's say, why am I going out of the way to do this really isolated, longer check? Yeah, you get the big bomb from the bomb shop where Link's house would be in the Dark World. And if you talk to the vendor there, they'll tell you what the red crystals are, since it's all randomized in this. And you can choose to not have them randomized, but I always have the dungeons randomized. Wow, that was great, Sora. You jerk. So that mirror gives us checkerboard. And it gives us Bombo's tablet. But first things first, Ice Palace. Yeah, I shouldn't have bothered with Zora. That was just asking for trouble. And it would be nice to have the fire rod going into here, but this is fine. We do have a hint tile, though. Ooh, Paradox hat. Okay. I mean, that doesn't really do much for me. Because I don't know if I can even get... Well, actually, I might be able to get to Paradox. And I don't believe it'll say, like, a fire rod or a bow, necessarily. It just calls them unique items. Or does it say bow? I think it might actually say what, like, the major items are when you read a hint tile. So what you're about to see here is the greatest skip in any game ever made. It's called Icebreaker, and we use the best item, the Cane of Samaria, to clip into a block in the room next to this and skip through all the really slow parts and the loops of Ice Palace that make this place terrible. And we can go straight to the back where all the good stuff is. Wait, it said Paradox? Or did it say Mimic Cave? Because I already went to Paradox. Paradox is the place with 7 items in the light world on Death Mountain. So if it was Paradox, I already did that. Oh, I said Paradox? Uh-oh. Did I forget how to do Icebreaker? Nope, I didn't. We're good. Okay, yeah, if it said Paradox, then we're fine. I don't have to worry about that. Mimic Cave is on the other side. You need to get into Turtle Rock to get to Mimic Cave. But Paradox is long done. Come on. We need 2 items out of here. I don't want to have to do iced tea. That's out of the way. That's the one check that's not just along the way when you do Icebreaker. Still got a chance. We got Freezor Room and the big key. One item here, one item in the right below us. And I gotta do iced tea. Iced tea is just, it's harder to get to. It's the one check in this dungeon that's kind of out of the way. But at this point, I can't leave it, but I can't leave it behind. So instead of going straight to the boss there, we're walking all the way around. Jerks. Jerk. I need that magic. I don't want to have to use my bottle of blue on Cold Stare. That's not good. Can I sneak through here with iframes? No. So this is iced tea. And it's very out of the way. We don't like it. Oh, worth it. Totally worth it. So that gives us access to Pod and Eastern now. That's a big find. So I'm just hitting the route here. 2, 3, 4. So that'll get us to 8 Triforce pieces. And we'll only need 2 more. I gotta be careful. Really don't want to die in here. And these puffs will hit like a truck. And it wasn't a great cold stare fight, but it got the job done. Piece number 5. So let's see, we got Swamp, we can do Pod and Eastern all at once. That bow actually gets us up to the top of Ganon's tower, which is 9 crystals. So right now, this is just 1 item from Go Mode. And that item would be the Fire Rod or Ether Tablet. Either of those will put us in Go. Fire Rod would give us Turtle Rock and Skull Woods. I need to be in the Dark World. And I'd prefer to not have to do the Ganon's Tower climb if possible, because that's just so long. This will be 6, Eastern and Pod, 7, 8. Depending on what we have after that, we'll go up and do the Ganon's Tower climb, and that'll be 9. And then we're just looking for Ether or a Fire Rod. That's all we need right now. I'm going to be doing a lot of nice tricks here. We'll be doing Specky Clip, a couple Diver Downs, some great times. Well, Specky Clip doesn't save a ton of time, but it lets you get through here without the hammer. Red Mail, that's not bad. And that is one of our items from Swamp. Hopefully the big key is early before the big chest. Or there's just nothing in there. So this is Specky Clip. Nope. Let's try it again. There we go. You don't even need the hammer to get through here. Alright, so we can go around. I'd love to just go mode this place, because it's very quick if you're go moding, but being this close to go mode, I can't justify leaving that stuff behind as much as I'd like to. So here we're going to set up a Diver Down. And hope I don't screw this up too many times, because we're running low on bombs. Ooh, there we go. I will take that one. What? Oh, I was trying to set that up like I was in the basement. There we go, much better. Glad I got that extra bomb. This makes getting left side swamp a lot nicer. And since I'm taking the time to get this, it's probably going to be nothing. Usually left side swamp or swamp in general will have a sword, but those are... we got all the swords already. We don't need more swords. Alright, here we go. Rats. Yep, well, I mean, extra bombs is nice to refill a little bit, but... not exactly what I wanted to see. Ow. Right through the fire bar. Missed. Alright, here we go. Hey Chris, welcome in. Hope your Saturday's going well. That was the door. Oh, don't worry about it. That happens. Real life always comes first. And this seed could still be going quite a ways. Oh, there's gonna be an item in the big chest, isn't there? Please don't be the big key. No big key here. Do not put the big key here. Yes, the big key is locked in the big chest. Yeah, I was talking to my oldest daughter and I walked into the wall. It was all dumb on my part, 100% my fault. Alright, this should be a quick one. Unfortunately, I don't have the fire rod to do the quick kill, but it shouldn't be too bad with the butter sword. Come here, Zelda. Come on up. She does not like to look in the camera. Oh, wait. Nope, nope, nope. Go back. I'm right next to a bunch of mirror checks. Well, a couple mirror checks. I mean, odds are this isn't going to be what I'm looking for, but if it is... always nice to have the place to yourself. Can't go wrong with that. At least in my eyes. All this no sleep is starting to catch up to me. There's my mirror. Actually, do I want to go get the frog right away too? Guess I might as well. And I should just be rushing dungeons, but I was right in the area. Oh, ether! Okay, so this was worth it. I didn't even need to get the frog now. And I'd really like to have Fire Rod. Let's just check this on the off chance that this is Fire Rod. I'm really glad I did these checks though, because I would have been looking all over the place trying to find that mirror. I mean, trying to find ether, and it was right there. I believe that's go mode. The only two dungeons I can't complete are Fire Rod locked. Once again, Turtle Rock does not get to play. Yeah, Bo is going to be very... Well, I mean, I don't even need it for Ganon at this. It'd make Ganon a lot faster if I could stumble into silvers. Like, Ganon turns into like a 1.5-minute fight, but... Yeah, we got Samaria already. That was really early, too. It's always nice to have an early Samaria. This room is so much nicer with beams. Okay, what we want is a Godmire. We want this first chest right up here, or the one in the room after it, to be the big key, so we don't have to go wandering around this place, because Mire is so time-consuming for just being able to find one item in here, because the second item is on the boss. And that's our item. It's a good one, but... Come on, big key. That's the wrong kind of key. So now we have to start digging through the back of this place, trying to find the big key. This is why we hate Mire. Oh, I'm gonna have to do... Oh, this is... Doing the cutscene checks in every check is so bad without having the Fire Rod. Now, tomorrow we're going to my parents' house for a little mini birthday party for my youngest daughter. And then there's like, there just happens to be a petting zoo at a park by their house, so I'm gonna hobble over there and we'll take her to the petting zoo. My dad's setting up a little plastic pool in the yard for her. Even though they went swimming at the pool in town like every day this past week. But we do have a season pass for the pool there, so that's not too bad. Hopefully you've got a relaxing day on the calendar. Right, Zelda. Come on, just give me the big key here. You're gonna make me do cutscene chests. This isn't gonna be an item for any. This isn't another item. Just give me the big key. Okay, put it in lobby chest. Don't make me go all the way around the right side just to get the big key. Don't do it. Right here, big key, lobby chest. You've already made things bad enough, don't make it even worse. Biscuits! So naturally, the reason why Mire is the absolute worst, aside from Turtle Rock and Samarialus Ice Palace, is because it does this all the time with the big key. So we have to do an entire loop around this horrible place. To get the big key right over here. Because you have to hit that switch in order to get those blocks to come down. Oh look, there's the big key. Yeah, definitely the weather's fault, and Laura. This might not be Friday the 13th, but we still blame Laura for everything that goes wrong. I missed. What? That was just poor block placement. Yep, always Laura's fault. And we hit the switch, so we gotta hit this again. We'll hit this one. Well, that's right, I have a cape. I should be able to do Biddy pretty easily here. Let's get our cape ready. Oh, you heard that? Yeah, she's sitting on the couch in the other room and she's talking. Make sure we're getting them all. Perfect, and we still got plenty of magic. Well, not plenty, but enough to get through here. Let's see if we can, nope, knock the eyeball down so we don't have to step in the poison. Got him. Piece number 7. Well, that's a good question. I mean, I'd like to just be able to know what she wants when, like, and I'd like to get her to come and, like, sit on the bed. She still doesn't, like, come and lay on the bed anymore. And it's not like she has to fight with Lorelei for anything. Says, I really wish I could convince her to just come in, because she used to, when they were younger, she'd spend every night sleeping between my knees, and Lorelei would be on my chest, and I'd basically be stuck in the same position all night. And I miss having a cat that, like cat cuddles at night. I got very used to that, and it's weird that and I can't, like, well, like, since I trick her, I can't seem to get her to realize that she doesn't, I mean, I think she knows Lorelei's not here anymore, but she also doesn't really go, and she's laid on the bed a couple times, but she won't come in there at night. And I mean, she's comfortable with where she sleeps. She likes to crawl under the blanket I have a blanket. Silvers, let's go. I have a comforter on the couch we have in the other room that she likes to hang out on. And she'll just lay on that. Well, crawl under the blanket and lay on the couch. And sometimes, like right now, she's just sitting on the arm of the couch. Yeah, Ganon is going to be a very quick fight now. Probably under 2 minutes. Oh, I was going to say, wait, what? I'm like, wait, I already got the ice rod. I thought that said the fire rod. And I was very briefly confused, because I'm like, wait, I got everything in Hera. Did I miss track? So yeah, when it said a unique item is in Paradox Cave, that must have been something that was like one of the unnamed items, or not unnamed, but one of the non-required items. Alright, we got a key, we just need the big key now. And the front is usually loaded with smalls. Uh-oh. Made it. So get these two, then we can mirror back out, go up the main door, and head to the back. Unless we find the big key, then we're just heading straight out. There we go. And we have the exact number of keys that we need. See, this is making up for how bad that mire was. Nope, there is a boomerang in the purple chest. Learned that from a hint tile, but I don't need a boomerang, so I'm not gonna go grab purple chest for that. Uh-oh. Hold on a sec, my daughter's calling. Oh, no, maybe she must have called my wife. Well, she usually, if she calls either of us, it comes through to both of our phones. So I'm wondering if she needs to come home from the sleepover. We'll finish up this dungeon, and while the boss is blowing up, I can shoot my wife a quick text and ask if we need to go pick her up. And it'd be unfortunate, because I'm flying through this seed. But, yeah. I know she tends to have issues with, like, sleeping away from home, or even sleeping in the without an adult in the room. So we're gonna plow through Helmasaur King here so I can quick text my wife. There. Like 2 Triforce pieces to go. No, I waited too long. Alright, now I'm starting to get sloppy trying to get through this just in case. Just give me the big key right here. Big key. I don't want to go to the right side. I don't care about where anything else is. Just don't make me go all the way to the right side in the vanilla big key chest. That's all I'm asking. And of course, that's what they're gonna make me do. I don't like it. Come on, don't make me do it. This check right here, big key. Why? Art container and cack. Wow, wow. Okay, we're good. She called us to get thoughts on a prank they want to pull on the friend that she's staying over with at night with's brother. If they were gonna give me an item, why couldn't they give me the fire rod? Because if I get the fire rod, I could do Skull Woods and not do the GT climb. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know if I'll be privy to that information. Come on, fire rod. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, now I'm perfectly fine with the way this loaded out. Hey, Ori, welcome in. Hope you're having a good Saturday. Okay, I mean, I could do Turtle Rock right now and listen to Over Horizon, but this is a really fast seed for me. No new charger and earbuds, always good to have. Can't go wrong with those. See, now I don't have to do that Ganon's Tower climb. We can just go and hit up Swamp. And then you can just run right to the pyramid. That is 9. Actually, probably could have saved and quit there after getting the Triforce piece. All right, 9 pieces. I was gonna say maybe I'll find half magic or something here, but I don't even think I need that. Got silvers, I've got butter sword. I don't even have to be a coward the whole way through on Ganon. I'm going to, but I don't have to. Get out of my way, Moose. You got places to be. Like, this could be under 135. This could be by far my fastest boss hunt seed ever. By like 5, maybe even 7 minutes. Unfortunately, we don't get to listen to this track very long. Go, go, go. Oh geez, I missed a Gibdo. Oh, sweet, it dropped me a small magic. Not that that's super important. Get away from me. Ballmaster's trying to ruin everything here. Get down here, get it. If you bump Mothula into the spikes, it doesn't take damage. So you have to keep it away from the spikes. Actually, let's take the magic refill. I was just gonna save and quit there, but I want that magic refill. Oh yeah, I think those are called pickets? At least that's what Home called them. And I trust his judgment. Alright, here we go. Still on potential pace for under 135. I mean, I hit the route on this one. There was a couple like a couple randomly placed, like that ether tablet. Finding it there. Finding it in Cave 45 when I could have just kept going, and I could still be looking for whatever I need right now if I didn't decide to do Cave 45 then. And that's generally not something you would do. You generally wouldn't do one-offs when you still have a dungeon, you still have dungeons available. But that's one, I guess, plus to being very thorough and not routing things properly, is sometimes you just fall backwards blindly into what you need. Do I have enough magic? Hopefully I don't screw up the torch glitch. Get away from the pit. Got it. And then I missed Ganon. That was beautiful. Got him! Wow. Yeah, there are a lot of, like, chicken-based things in this. You got the cuckoos. 133. Thanks for the GGs, Kyoto. Chris? Thanks for the GGs, Kins. That was... considering it's been such a long time since I last did that, that went so well. Like, I'm very surprised at how well that went. Thanks, Iori. Hey, thanks for the GG's Camo. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good Saturday. Wow. I mean, 133 for, like, tournament players is a pretty slow time for a seed like this. Like, if this was someone in a tournament, we're probably looking at, like, a 110, 105. But for me, that was special. Thanks, Dimension X. Well, yeah, the first seed that I did was 3 hours and 6 minutes, and I had to pull up something on. I had to Google where all the items were in Ice Palace because I forgot there was a chest in Freezor Room. Because it had been so long since I played vanilla. Now we get a little bit of Rick Astley here. Well, not a problem. Enjoy your stream. Thanks for stopping by, Uri. Hope you have a great rest of the night. Maybe I need to break my toe more often. Because, I mean, I break my toe earlier today, and suddenly we're dropping a 133. That's just, that was a good seed. I didn't even have to use a bottle of blue for that Ganon fight. Yeah, some of these, especially depending on the modes you're doing too, they can take ages. Like, I still haven't even bothered to try, like, a door shuffle or an entrance shuffle, because that would be rough. I'd have so many issues with that. I've seen people's trackers for those, and it just looks so confusing. I don't understand it. So I figure, why even bother trying that? Let's just not pay attention to it, and we'll just do these instead. What? It's 9:30. I can... Well, I mean, it's not... I'm naturally waking up at 4 every morning now. So even if I fell asleep instantly, or if I fell asleep at 3, I'd still be waking up at 4. Zora was hot garbage. I think it was 20 bucks. He stole 480 bucks from me. It was incredibly rude. But what can you do? That's what Zora does. But I suppose I should call it here and get ready, go to bed, rest the foot. Get ready for the big day tomorrow. Yeah, thank you so much for hanging out tonight, everyone. I hope everyone has a great night. Stay safe, get a good night's sleep. Depending on how things go tomorrow, I'm not sure. I'm hoping to be back, maybe do Super Metroid map rando, maybe 7 Days to Die or something like that, because I've been playing 7 Days to Die. That, as much as it's weird to say, that might have passed Final Fantasy VI for my favorite game ever. I absolutely love 7 Days to Die, and since 2.0 Experimental dropped, I've been playing that all the time. And then Stable was supposed to be out on Monday, but they dropped it last night, which was awesome. So I've been bringing my laptop upstairs when I have free time and playing it on that. But yeah, we'll see. Hopefully I can do something tomorrow night. It's as always going to depend on the kids, and hopefully this week will be a little better because we don't have any cheer, tumbling, or gymnastics. So I'm guessing I'll probably do a Link to the Past on Tuesday for Zelda's 20th birthday, and then maybe move Friday the 13th night to Wednesday or something like that, but we'll see how everything goes then. But yeah, thanks again, everyone. And we'll hopefully see you next time. And for those of you on Twitch,